There are always things in life that demotivate us from time to time. Let's understand those and see how we can manage them better. Let's look at how we stay motivated. There are always things in life that demotivate us from time to time. Let's understand those and see how we can manage them better. Firstly, I'd like to draw your attention to this diagram on nervous energy. Now, nervous energy is a finite amount of energy that we have. We've all reached those levels that are at the end of a day when we're just tired. Comes to 6 o'clock in the evening, you've worked the whole day, you've now got to do that half an hour of admin, and it's the last thing in the world that you feel like doing. And if you did do it, you'd probably do a damn bad job of it. That is when your emotional energy is sapped. It's just finished for the end of the day. Now, there are two things that sap emotional energy. The one is work, obviously, and the other one is conflict. If we look at this diagram that represents nervous energy, we can see that the more we work during the day, the more emotional energy we are going to be using. So the other thing that takes up emotional energy is, of course, conflict. So if we have conflict at work, that is also going to eat up that emotional energy. So what we have got to do at all costs is to avoid having conflict. You can think of situations yourself where you've had a fight with someone at work. And at the end of that, you just feel like going to lie down. Your emotional energy is sapped. So we want everyone to be very aware of the more conflict that we have in the workplace, the more emotional energy we are going to use up and the less there's going to be to actually have work. Now, you also get situations where you get to work in the morning, there's been no conflict, and you have that rainy day feeling. The last thing in the world you feel like right then is work. And you go and stand around the coffee machine and you chat about the movie that you saw last night or whatever. You just can't get into it. We call it the rainy day feeling. Well, what we've learned is that there's nothing you can do to stop that feeling when it happens, but there's a lot you can do to get rid of it. So what we've got to do is understand something. People who do good things feel good about themselves, and people who feel good about themselves do good things. So what we've got to do is do something small that makes us feel good about ourselves, and then we're going to continue to do more good things. So for example, there's those two phone calls that you've been putting off for the last week that you have not been wanting to do. Now you do those two phone calls, even if you don't get through to the people. The fact that you did them makes you feel good about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, you start doing more good things, and you then get into an upward spiral. So if you get to work and you're feeling that rainy day feeling, don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault that you're feeling that way, but there's a lot you can do to change it. So that's what we have got to do as professionals. We've got to go and do something very small. Don't tackle that half-hour admin job. After 10 minutes, you'll be leaving the office and going shopping. So rather do something with a small success so that you can get into that upward spiral. And remember that conflict will rob you of the emotional energy that you need to do your work.